Wanna be Ryan the Great, and today we are live commentating Rams versus Lions, Week 1 Sunday Night Football. So we should get a good one here. This is a wild card rematch. Obviously, these matchups are always interesting as these two quarterbacks used to play for each other, their opposing teams. So we should always get. Again, my stream restarted on me. Always happens. Happens to the best of us. All right. Well, as we do know anyway, if the stream, I don't know. Anyway, we're about to get into it. Let's just move past that. And yeah, I'm excited to go. I'm excited to roll here. Dan Campbell, his 4th season as the Lions head coach, obviously made it to the NFC Championship game last year where they lost to the San Francisco 49ers. And I got a few players for the Lions today in my fantasy team. I have, what's his face? I have Laporta, Montgomery, and I have their defense. So I'm going to need all 3 of those, positions you could say to show out tonight. I'm currently winning in the league I have on Sleeper. I'm most likely going to win that. I'm doing pretty well. Not as good as I would have hoped for, but it is what it is. And the Lions will kick off, and then in my ESPN league, I'm up by 5 right now. I'm playing Cole, but the thing is that we don't have our final few guys in until tomorrow. I have McCaffrey in, and he has Mike Williams and Deebo Samuel, so I'm hoping for McCaffrey to show out. Anyway, Jesse Bates was signed by the Lions in the offseason, and he will start here today. Got Blake Corum, and I think Witherhead, I think it said, going to return the kicks. So here we go. And there'll be a kneel in the end zone. So as we know, the new rules state that if there is a kneel or any sort of touchback in the end zone, then the ball will be placed on the 30-yard line. And the boos come out for Matthew Stafford. Some claps. I don't know why they boo him. It's not their fault it's not his fault that the teams placed around him were absolute trash. Maybe they're just mad that this year he went to the Rams, he won a Super Bowl. I don't know. The Lions are a really good team now. Either way, pistol formation, Kyren Williams in the backfield. Something's going to be interesting, I think, in this game is whether it's going to be Cooper Kupp or Puka Nacua who's going to have the game, and Stafford's going to dump this off to, Kyren Williams gets slammed to start. That was Anzalone, the linebacker, and he looked more like Brian Dawkins on that hit. You just see this wheel route right here. Anzalone has that assignment for Kyren Williams. Stafford, I'm not sure he realized that. And then Williams got absolutely trampled. He loses a yard on that. Nacua in motion, pistol formation again. Stafford to throw. Under pressure. He is going to launch this one deep, and it is going to be overthrown. Over the head of his receiver, Demarcus Robinson, and that'll bring up 3rd and 11. Matthew Stafford obviously made it to the wild card last year, but lost to these Detroit Lions last year. 63% completion percentage, 3,965 yards, 24 touchdowns, 11 picks, and a quarterback rating of 92.5. And hasn't started off the year too great on these past 2 throws, and see if he's able to make that up here on 3rd and 11. The Rams claiming that the Lions false started here, and Stafford just able to get this off, and he gets this to Cooper Kupp, and Anzalone again in the backfield making a play, his 2nd tackle for loss, and that'll be a 3-and-out to start the year for the Rams, and they will punt it away to the Detroit Lions. Not a good start here, and you just see Anzalone again moving with the tight end Parkinson there. He goes unblocked. And Anzalone read that one like a book. You see, the man-to-man coverage did work out there well. I mean, Anzalone might be in for a big year there, and what a way to make your potential All-Pro, Pro Bowl day year possibly with two tackles for losses, and I think that's Raymond there on the return. Almost lost it. It seemed like he was juggling it. Gets about 10 there on the return, and now we will see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions had a chance to go to the Super Bowl last year. They were up over the San Francisco 49ers. Everybody thought that they had the game, and then ultimately could not get the job done in the end. And now they are back here trying to make another push. They're heavy favorites. Well, they're not heavy favorites, but they are favored somewhat in the NFC. So Goff under center to start. There's Montgomery in the backfield. Now I need him to play because he's on my fantasy team, obviously, and he's going to get a carry. And Montgomery will start out with about a 2-yard carry there. So they went farther than the Rams did on their first drive. And we see the offense here for the Detroit Lions. Obviously, some great skill position players. One of the best, if not the best, offensive line in the NFL. Some dogs on there. You know, Penei Sewell just got signed to a new contract. He is the top right tackle ranked by PFF this year, and Goff will throw in the pocket. Caught. There's Amon-Ra St. Brown and gets tripped as he was trying to get around the tight end Laporta, who was going to block. And that was Roseboom there who tripped him up. And you see good heads-up play there by Amon-Ra St. Brown, trying to get around the blocker, trying to get to the sideline. That's what you want to do as a wide receiver. You always want to try and get up that sideline, or if you're just a skill position player in general, always want to try and get up the sideline there. But unfortunately for him, he was tripped up, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 4. And you see Laporta here in the slot. I feel like he's going to have a really good year. And actually, there's going to be a corner to move on to him. Montgomery's going to move out. No one in the backfield with Goff. And he will throw. He drops back. And he is going to be sacked! Another 3 and out. Byron Young, the linebacker. He had a really good year last year. And the Los Angeles Rams defense has high hopes for him. Trying to replace Aaron Donald as his top edge rusher or top pass rusher. And you see him there. Great job going on the inside. It looks like he's going to go on the inside there. On the outside there on Penei Sewell. Gets on the inside, unblocked. Penei Sewell has to worry about Turner. And he gets to Jared Goff. And he makes sure that he is taken down. And Fox here to punt. Kyron Williams on the return. I don't like my starting running back. I think someone said this before the game. I don't like my starting running back as a punt returner. This ball goes into the end zone, but there is a flag down. It'll be a touchback, barring any penalty on the Lions. Actually, the Lions might want to repunt because they're not going to get it on the 20. During the kick, holding on the return team, that being the Rams. And that is forced half in distance to the goal. They're already on the 20, so it would be the 10. So they'll get it on the 10-yard line now. And 11:20 remaining. We have 2 3 and outs, so it seems like we're getting a defensive masterclass to start. We'll be back. I mean, if you're the Lions there, how much you can do? I would have liked a little bit better on the run from David Montgomery. I would have at least tried to get Jahmyr Gibbs a carry. I wouldn't say run it on 3rd down, but I would have liked to get him the ball. Maybe on that first carry, would have tried to get it to him. Try and get him warmed up. He's obviously your future, as I think he had a 1,000-yard season last year, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, Amon-Ra, nothing you can do there. I agree with the play with him when it comes to trying to get up the sideline, but I mean, just not a lot. Maybe he just didn't see him on his back, and just got tripped up. I don't know. Nonetheless, the Rams got to play a little bit better. I mean, it seems like they're trying to go deep too much, in my opinion, which I understand the Lions don't have the best secondary in the world, but to start the year, you kind of want to, get some confidence. instilled within you, and then maybe later in the game you try and go for that sort of stuff. So if I'm the Rams, I'm starting off with a dish to Kyron Williams. You want to see if he's gonna. You kind of want to set the tone for him for the year, basically, because he had a great year last year, and you don't know if he's just going to be that one-hit wonder of a season. People have. I even have that question about a guy like Devon A-Chain. Is he going to be a one-hit wonder or a one-year wonder, and then doesn't really not much happens after the year? So I think you try and get the ball to Williams. I think Puka Nacua is the future of your receiving core. Obviously, he's the future and the now, I guess you could say, because last year, I mean, he was something. Sunday ticket. See, I don't know what's more worth it. Is Red Zone worth it, or is it Sunday ticket? Because I feel like Red Zone would be. I don't have either, and I feel like it's something that I would want. It's not something that I need, obviously, because like the local games are fine. But like today, I really wanted to watch the Bears and the Titans game. Is there something like with Red Zone where you can just like pinpoint one game? I don't know if that's like a thing or not. I don't know. I don't really know how it works. And a low snap here to Stafford to start, and almost knocked away on the pass there. That was Cooper Kupp, who was injured for most of the year last year. Puka Nacua took over, and apparently he has been very healthy in camp, and he runs that out route perfectly in the slot. He is one of the best out routes in the NFL, and I still think he probably does. And Stafford to throw again, and right back to Cooper Kupp, who breaks a tackle, gets past the 25, and brought down by a few Lions there. And he is just so fast. He really has great footwork, Cooper Kupp. In 2023, not that much for him. I mean, a 23% target rate. That was the lowest since 2020. 59 receptions. That's the lowest since 2018 for him. So obviously a down year, but he's trying to get back into it this year. A lot of pistol formation we're seeing from the Rams, and Stafford will throw. He gets this one in the flats here to Parkinson. He puts his shoulder down, and it looks like he got the first down. Let's see where they mark him. The Rams starting to move. And as I mentioned, the secondary a little bit weaker. They lost Cameron Sutton in the offseason. They obviously cut him for some personal reasons. And then they lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson, one of their better safeties, though they did go for most of the year without him. He went to the Philadelphia Eagles. Kyron Williams moves into the X. Doesn't have anybody on him currently. Looks like Brian Branch, the safety, is going to take him. And Stafford to throw. Blitz coming, and he gets it quickly over the middle to Cooper Kupp. Good call there by Stafford. You move out Kyron Williams, and then you just hit Cooper Kupp. You're on a quick slant over the middle. And yeah, you're seeing the low snap so far from the Los Angeles Rams. So something hopefully for them they do not repeat. 2nd and 2. Nacua in motion. They'll hand off to Kyron Williams, who will try to get to the edge, but brought down by Carlton Davis, one of their big-time signings in the offseason. Now, notice I didn't say re-signings, but last year Kyron Williams had 95.3 rushing yards per game, and that ranked first in the NFL. Obviously trying to replicate that year here, and could have broke free. Try to get to the outside as the gap was non-existent in the offensive line. Rams obviously trying to rebuild their offensive line after their Super Bowl year looked absolutely abysmal. And Stafford to throw another quick pass. This to Puka Nacua, who breaks a tackle and gets more into Lions territory. It gets absolutely decked by Al Zone again. I mean, this guy can hit, man. This guy's got 3 tackles already. But you look at Nacua here. Watch this route. Has to get on that outside there. And the blitz came in, and Brian Branch just not quick enough to get there. And surprisingly, Brian Branch misses that tackle. And Al Zone just sent Nacua flying. You see that? It was a good outside curl there from Nacua. You like to see it. Very quick off of his snap, too. And Rams get this off. Stafford to throw. Going to get it in the flats to Cooper Kupp, who tried to cut back inside, but he is going to be brought down by Terrion Arnold, the corner. And he's a rookie this year. Obviously, as I mentioned before, the Lions secondary took a bit of a hit in the free agent market, so they need to go out there and get some signings. No one in the backfield for Stafford. He got a trip set on the right. And Stafford will throw. And he's going to just fall backwards as the pressure was too much, trying to get it there to Robinson. And Stafford says, my bad, my bad. 3rd and 6. And you just see it right up the middle here. Yeah, just right up the middle. You see man unblocked. Not much you can do there if you're Matthew Stafford. Third and 6. Looking at Nakua here in the slot because the Lions might blitz here. You got Cooper Kupp in motion. Looking at Nakua. Stafford, he's looking his way, and he's actually going to go to Parkinson, and he gets a first down inside the 20. And another first down for the Rams, who have had a very nice drive for themselves so far. And Hutchinson, he got by Noteboom. Beautiful spin move. But the Rams know. The Lions are going to send pressure to Stafford. They want to hit him. They want to, just try and tire him out a little bit. As he is an older quarterback. He's going to try and get that stamina down. But the Rams know they got to get this ball off quick. And they fake to Williams here. Stafford just going to throw this one up, and a drop there by Davis Allen, the tight end. The Rams red zone touchdown percentage last year 64% in the regular season. That was 4th in the NFL. But they were 0 for 3 in the wild card when getting in the red zone. I'm sure they'd like to start out with a touchdown. Not the best way to start out though on an incomplete pass. So far, they've had 10 plays for 71 yards in 4 minutes and 39 seconds. 2nd and 10. I don't know. Stafford's going to throw, and he's going to get pressured. He's going to be sacked. The pressure that time finally got to him, and that is going to be, oh boy, I can't say that, Unzuwerkike. He gets the sack there, and the Rams have 3rd down, 3rd and long. And you see the pressure just finally getting to him. I mean, just a great rip there by Unzuwerkike. They're really attacking this Noteboom right here, the left tackle. And I've always said that left tackle is the second most important position on the field. And you have to protect your quarterback's blind side. 3rd and 18. Stafford will throw. Has time. Penalty down. The play is stopped. And it's going to be a false start on the Rams. They're going to be moving even farther back, and it's going to be a little even more impossible. And that is the first penalty of the game, and we've seen lots of penalties today in the NFL. The officials really making it clear that they are not taking any false start, illegal formation penalties lightly, and definitely was a false start there on the right tackle. Havenstein. And they have the 3 sign there, so that's actually pretty cool. First quarter's going pretty quickly, if I do say so myself. 3rd and 23. And the Rams got to get to the line here. You got to snap this if you're Stafford, and they do. Just a draw to Kyren Williams, and he'll just make it a little closer for the field goal attempt. Gets a few yards there. And Joshua Carty, the rookie, 6th-round selection out of Stanford. And he was only 2 of 3 kickers taken in the NFL draft. So for him, he's going to try and prove why he was worthy of that. He's going to attempt a 41-yarder from the right hash. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. The Rams strike first. Not what they would have wanted, as they had a long drive that does end in 3. And Jared Goff will get an opportunity to answer with 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. Kevin Hart and LeBron advertisements are they're something. I'll say that much. I think the Rams did a good job. They realized the pressure until really the end. Realized the pressure was coming in, so they just, they got rid of the ball quickly. I thought they did a good job there, and they just stayed cool. They still stayed cool, literally under the pressure. You guys also didn't know the CR7 podcast. God damn, that was a bad voice crack. The CR7 podcast restarts tomorrow in studio live 2:05 to 2:40. So make sure you guys go follow us on Instagram if you have not already. We'll be posting updates and stuff like that, just kind of about what's going on in the world of the CR7 podcast, the world of St. Joe's Prep, the world of sports, and all that. So, if you guys are local, or if you guys just really care about high school football, or if you just enjoy the podcast in general, I obviously noted that we have a special guest on September 30th, Olin Chamberlain, one of the better point guards in the class of 2025, will be coming on for an interview. So make sure you guys are stay in tune for that. And we get the Lions offense back onto the field. And Chris Shula, the defensive coordinator, this is his first season, obviously, as they lost Raheem Morris. He took the Falcons coaching job. And Montgomery's still in the backfield, so no sign yet of Jahmyr Gibbs. Amon-Ra in motion, and here's a handoff to Montgomery. And about 3 yards there for him. So they started the last drive, though it ended in a 3 and out. Obviously, they're not trying to replicate that. Second down coming up. So these guys, Sean McVay and Chris Shula used to play together at Miami. Miami, Ohio, that being. Back in the early 2000s. 2nd and 6. And here's a toss to Jahmyr Gibbs, his first carry of the season, and he is going to get a burst of energy with good blocks on the inside, just brought out of bounds at about 1 yard short of the first down. Montgomery going to get right back in the game. 3rd and 1. I would assume they ought to give it to him. We're getting in the flats. I need Laporta, man. Listen, Laporta, Montgomery on the fantasy team. I need them to rack up on receptions, carries, and all that good stuff. 3rd and 1. Laporta in motion. Handoff to Montgomery, and he is going to get second effort. Great job staying on his feet, and he will get the first down. First down and 10. Montgomery's still in the backfield. And a fake to Montgomery. Goff to throw. And now he's going to dump it off in the backfield to Montgomery, who will get about 5 there on the reception. And there's a flag down, so we'll see if this one is ultimately coming back. Even Dan Campbell don't even know what it is. Hands to the face on the defense, so that will be an automatic first down for the Detroit Lions. That was Byron Young, a linebacker, and gets right up in the face there of Brock Wright, the tight end. Yeah, gets in his helmet area, and the flag obviously going to be thrown. Pretty obvious there when you see the replay. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions. First and 10 once again coming up. Montgomery in the backfield. This time Goff going to be in the shotgun. Right in motion. And now Goff. He will give to Montgomery. He's going to try and get to the outside. Here's David Montgomery. Slips, gets back up, and that will lead to him being taken down. About a 7-yard carry there for Montgomery. And that was Reeder there on the tackle, the linebacker. If you're the Rams, I mean, I really wouldn't expect too many carries to the outside, but it's just one there you gotta try to defend. You actually have Vaki in the backfield, the 3rd string running back. He's in there with Montgomery. It looks like he's going to be that uses the fullback type, and he will be as Montgomery gets the carry. And there's Montgomery getting the first down, and the Lions are moving the ball down the field very quickly. They have done it with primarily Montgomery in this drive. And you see the block there. Look at Glasnow making a great block. You see Sewell as well. All these guys making great blocks just for Montgomery to get that first down. When you have to get into the outside like that, it is so crucial for the lineman to block inside, or else that play is dead. Here's a draw to Montgomery, and David Montgomery again. That's another 8 yards right there. They'll bring up 2nd down. Could have been helmet to helmet there. And you also see Ben Johnson, 3rd year as the offensive coordinator for the Lions. He looked like he was going to get the Commander's job, but ultimately ended up to stay in Detroit. Apparently, he wanted a unreasonable amount of money, and he has been a great play caller for the Detroit Lions. He's used this 2-back system incredibly. Now here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Goff will throw and a screen pass here to Jamison Williams, who is just dancing around and ultimately probably only gets a yard. Third and 2, and actually before we do that, we go to the end of the first quarter. The Rams lead 3-0, though the Lions, they are moving the football down the field. Pretty quick first quarter, not even a half hour. All right, chat. I will be 1 second. All right, so we're back, and incomplete pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown on 4th and 2. I try to get the ball to Sam Laporta. I need my fantasy points. All right, let's see what they go for it, actually. And they're going to go for this 4th and 2. You know Dan Campbell's going to go for it. Handoff to Montgomery, and he gets the first. Listen, I'm happy Montgomery's racking up these carries. I don't need these. Actually, I do need these fantasy points. I'm facing Breece Hall tomorrow. Or am I facing Breece Hall tomorrow? And Monday night? I think I am, actually. Am I facing? No, I'm only facing Breece Hall in one league. I'm facing Deebo Samuel, Mike Williams tomorrow in ESPN. And here's a fake jet sweep to Amon-Ra. And here is Sam Laporta. His first catch of the year. He's trying to break a tackle. He gets inside the 15, possibly down to the 10, might be at the 11. And the Lions are in business. There's Sam Laporta, and just so fast, so quick as a tight end. Don't see many guys do what he can do. And Montgomery in the backfield, Goff under center. And a fake to him. Goff will dump it off to Amon-Ra in the backfield. Nice stiff arm by Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, nice. It gets absolutely plummeted there at the 6-yard line. Great tackle there from, what do you call it? I'm retarded. Whoever 51 is, I can't see who that. I can't figure that out. Who's 51? Oh, Reader. What? Do I not have him down? I swear to God, I always miss somebody. Unless he's a D end. I don't know. Either way, power I formation. Montgomery in the backfield. Give to him. Montgomery trying to cut outside, then in the inside, but he gets taken down. And Hoshet was in the backfield for the duration of the entire play. Looked like he probably was in the huddle. And I'll bring a 3rd and goal. And the Lions offense hit the red zone, the wild card against the Rams. They had 3 drives in the red zone and 3 touchdowns, so they're trying to replicate that here. Goff in the shotgun with Montgomery in the backfield. You have Sam Laporta here in the slot on an island. Either get it to him or Amon-Ra. Goff will throw. He's looking Laporta's way. He is going to the end zone and threw it a little too high to Laporta, who was double teamed. That'll bring up 4th down. So 1 drive collectively for each team in the red zone, which will result in a field goal for both teams. And great coverage here by the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams, I guess, knew everything was going to be in the middle of the field, and Laporta almost came down with that one-handed grab there. This will be a 25-yard attempt for Jake Bates. In the preseason, he went 6 for 7, and his longest make was from 55. This one from 30 yards closer, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So we're all tied here at 3 with 12:17 remaining. Let's see if the Rams can get the first touchdown of the day when we return. Wild card rematch. It's all tied at 3. We'll be back. I mean, once again, just getting into the red zone and a play to Montgomery. You try to get closer, try to see what try to set up there, possibly on the 3rd down. That's kind of what that run there is designed to do. Trying to set up for what you're going to do on 3rd, and it went backwards. So what can you do? But that's why I always say, for a guy or a tight end, for either a tight end, a guard, a tackle, if you are pulling, it is so important to take out those defensive ends and those outside linebackers who are rushing off the edge. Who are rushing off the edge when you're, running through that A gap. It is so important. Because if that gap is not open immediately, those linebackers or defensive end is going right for your running back behind the back. And who knows? They might pop the ball out from behind. They could do anything, really. And now for the Rams, I mean, if you just keep doing what you're doing, you gotta, the short passes, get Ferguson. I think I'm commentating the Cowboys game. Try to get, Cooper Kupp and Nakua involved. I mean, it worked. This guy Parkinson, I mean, he's not bad. I'm sure they're obviously waiting for Tyler Higbee to get back. He's going to be starting the first 4 games on the physically unable to perform list, so he's obviously going to be out of commission for a while. So you're going to have to make do without him. But honestly, this is the time to get guys like Demarcus Robinson, Tutu Atwell, guys like that involved. Try to make them, some good 3 and 4 targets. Obviously, a few years ago when the other team in LA, the Rams, and this is a bit of a squib kick, which is going to force the Rams to return. And they'll get out to around the 22 or yard line. Anyway, when Keenan Allen and Mike Williams went down for the Chargers a few years ago, they got that Palmer and what was the other guy's face? Palmer and the other one. I forget his name off the top of my head. But they got them involved to be some decent receivers, and just didn't work out though for the Chargers in the end. And yeah, they're talking about how Stafford's getting the ball out quick, which is you need it to get out quick because there's so much pressure coming in. This Lions line is really doing a great job of just getting by. They're doing a lot of moves here, and here's a jet sweep to Puka Nakua, who's going to try and get to that outside. Not enough blocks to get past 7 yards there, as I don't think Cooper Kupp is the greatest blocking receiver in the universe, but I digress. Hopefully, David Montgomery's got me some fantasy points so far. Laporta's probably only got me a few. Anyway, Nakua in the wild card against the Lions, he was going nuts. 9 catches, 181 yards, and a touchdown. That was a postseason rookie record. He's in motion. More pistol formation for the Rams. This is going to be a handoff to Ronnie Rivers, who will get the first down. And out zone is just absolutely bodying people. He knocks down the center, Jonah Jackson, and it looks like they're going to give him that first down. Head official gives it to him. And this guy, Alzone, or Anzalone, sorry. I mean, I know him from calling games and stuff like that, but he has been a literal wrecking machine. And Rivers in the backfield again. I haven't seen Kyron Williams on this drive. Kupp in the slot. Nakua going to move over. And then fake to Rivers and a dump off to Parkinson, who drops the football. And incomplete pass as the Lions try to recover a potential fumble. And you saw Aiden Hutchinson. He ran like a chicken without its head at Matthew Stafford. Second and 10 coming up. You still see Rivers in the backfield, so pretty interesting game plan here on this drive for Sean Payton and his crew. 80 total yards for the Rams, 55 for the Detroit Lions. Obviously, this game tied at 3, so it doesn't really mean that much. More pistol formation. You really see a lot of that here. Wonder if that'll be their game plan for the year, if that'll just be kind of what they're doing for this game. All 3 receivers on the left. You have Parkinson lined up on the right, and here is Rivers on the carry, who's going to get a block from Cooper Kupp, and he will get the first down, and a great job there by Cooper Kupp. He doesn't make that block. I don't think Rivers gets that first down. He does a great job getting under those shoulder pads. I think they're giving him credit right now in the broadcast. Yeah, look at him right there. I mean, he just does a great job. It looks like, he picks off Hutchinson, then he's just looking for the nearest defender downfield. He realizes Rivers is behind him and just makes a great block there on the rookie Terry and Arnold. Gets under his pads, and a really great job there from Cooper Kupp. And the Rams got to get to the line here. They only got 5 seconds to snap, and they're barely getting there. And timeout taken. Rams did not have enough time to snap the football. And they'll use their first time out of the half. We're still tied at 3-3. 10:01 remaining in the first half. We'll take a 30-second timeout here. Let's see fantasy so far. So sleeper is kind of what we're looking at tonight because ESPN, I don't have any guys on currently. So David Montgomery, only 9 carries. He's given me 3.5 points. The good thing is that I only have to deal with Breece Hall, and at this point, he's going to have to get 20 points. So I don't know if I see that happening, especially against the 49ers defense. But still, I want to make a statement. And Rivers still in the backfield. Stafford will throw. He will throw this one over the middle, trying to just sneak away is Puka Nacua, but he gets taken down. Let's see what Laporte's probably done. Yeah, 2.4 points. Won't catch 14 yards, so would have been nice if he would have had that touchdown for me. But, I was trying to put on as much points as possible. And 2nd and 3. Stafford, 10 for 14 so far, 73 passing yards. So you can tell that he's throwing a lot in the short game tonight. Kupp in motion. Here's a jet sweep to him, and he will get the first down, and he'll be pushed away. It's all Aiden Hutchinson there in the backfield. Note boom. I don't know if that was holding or it looked like he was held a little bit there. Let's look at it. Yeah, I think he was held. Rams offense, 52% of plays was shift motion by wide receivers. That was in 2023. That's the highest in the NFL since 2015. And Kupp again in motion. And Stafford will throw the pressure. And now Stafford on the run. He throws over the middle again to Puka Nacua. And Nacua will get around 7 or 8 there. And you see a lot over the middle to Nacua on this drive. Got about 2 passes to him. And if you're the Rams, you'd like to see your second-year guy still get the ball. That was actually 6 there on the reception, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Stafford, pretty accurate, as I mentioned before. He's now 11 for 15, 79 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up. I'd say give the ball off to whoever's in the backfield. Maybe that Rivers, or actually I think that's Kyron Williams in the game, and that's who they will give it to. Williams going to get the first down, and he will keep the drive moving with a fresh set of downs. And Aiden Hutchinson looks to be limping a bit and kind of raises his arm like I might need to be taken out here. And that is Mike LaFleur, the Rams offensive coordinator. This is his 2nd season with the team. Or 2nd season as the coordinator. I don't know if he's been with the team before. And Aaron Glenn, the Lions defensive coordinator. This is his 4th season. And Stafford to throw to the sideline, and this one broken up. And you saw there Brian Branch knocked it away. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Saw that a bit earlier where Branch almost had the pass deflection, but Stafford just fit it in to get it to Kupp here. And a great switch here by Branch. You know, you don't know if he's going to be taking either Kupp or Atwell here. It looked like his original assignment was Kupp, but he comes from that high safety spot to a guy who's running on the outside. He's got to run about maybe 7 yards there on the throw. Great speed. And now Stafford to throw. He drops back, and he is going to have to run. Spins out of the pocket. He just heaves this one up out of bounds, and it's incomplete. 3rd down coming up. You know, the Rams love to get that pressure there on Stafford as he, not the most mobile quarterback, especially since he is getting a bit older. And once again, Noteboom having problems here, and he just gets dominated with the power by Davenport, the defensive end, and he just gets powered down there. That's just straight power. He just got back down. 3rd and 10. Rams are in field goal position, but I'm sure they want more. There's Robinson in motion. And Stafford will throw this one over the middle. Caught by Nacua, but he tripped on the pass. And that'll bring up 4th down. Nacua, a little slow to get up. Even Stafford now is limping. And that is not good at all. And are the Rams going to go for this, or will they take the points? 4th and 4. It looks like Aiden Hutchinson got in there on the pressure. Great spin move by Hutchinson, and he hit Stafford. It looked like Stafford got tripped over on Zawirke's back as he was there, and I don't think Stafford expected that. It looked like he might have hurt his ankle a bit. 4th and 4. The stats say go for the field goal, and Nacua there limping on the sideline, and that is not good for the Rams as he is your top target alongside Cooper Kupp. But I see Kupp here moving to the outside one-on-one. I'm going to him. Stafford looks his way. That's who he goes to, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs for the Rams. Carlton Davis there on the coverage, and he does just enough as he fell to the ground to make sure that pass was incomplete. And Kupp actually had it in his hands. He just let the ball go. I think he was trying to run a little too quick. He had green grass in front of him, but regardless, that was incomplete, and I kind of need that because that's my fantasy points right there. I have the defense for the Lions. Try not to be biased, though. Try not to be. So turnover on downs, I mean, Kupp had that in his hands. No doubt about it. He needed that. But Lions get the ball back. Worth the wait. I guess that was the headline last year when they won their first playoff game in probably since since Barry Sanders was around. I see Stafford there getting his ankle taped. And Goff to throw this one sharply over the middle, and this is caught past the 50, down to the 40. That is Williams there. And Williams, who's had injury problems over the past couple of years, you see him there right over the middle. And look at these linebackers. They have nothing. They're just blitzing Goff, and Williams just in a one-on-one, and easily for him. That was Lake there, the safety, who was on that. And Williams, 2 catches for 37 yards. Goff to throw, has all day. He is going deep and overthrows Williams there. Oh, so they're saying it should have been roughing the passer on that last play for Stafford. I think it was the one before the fourth down. Jameson Williams, the 12th overall pick in 2022, has some injury problems. 23 years old, out of Alabama. He tore his ACL in Alabama, or at Alabama, then started about week 8 or week 9. Here's Goff to throw. He's going to dump this one off in the backfield to Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs gets some blocks, gets a first down, past the 30 and down to around the 26, 27-yard line. And if you're the Lions, this is exactly what you wanted. I want to try and get that defense back out there. You want to try and make the Rams offense a little bit tired because of the fact that, it looks like your defense in good condition. I mean, they're blitzing well, decent coverage. You saw Branch there running about 7 yards at full speed just to make that pass deflection. The Rams offense is banged up. You have Puka Nacua injured. Stafford had to get taped up on the sideline. So you want to score as quick as possible. And here's a fake to Gibbs, and now the end around to Jameson Williams. Williams cuts inside. Williams stays on his feet inside the 15-yard line. And Williams now, he is slow to get up. We have another injury here on the field. And that is unfortunate, as Jameson Williams has pretty much made this drive for the Detroit Lions. Hopefully he's okay. And this is what I hate about modern-day tackling. Not only does it make you miss tackles, stuff happens like this. People get injured. I got to make a tweet about this. Thank you, St. Joe's Prep Sports, for liking my post about my streaming schedule this week. I can't stand ankle diving, man. Like, it actually eats at me. Like, I probably one of these days I have nightmares about really weird things. Like, I had one nightmare that I had a dream that I was Brian Urlacher, or not a nightmare, but I had a dream that I was Brian Urlacher once. That was pretty funny. Um, but yeah, I'm surprised I haven't had dreams about ankle diving. I can't see people are with this whole Jameson Williams stuff. People are on the field. This is what ankle diving. I hate ankle diving. Listen, I was always taught to never ankle dive. I don't know who taught some of these guys to ankle dive, but it's so common. But it sucks. He's on the field or on the sideline. He's on his own feet. Just drank a bit of water there. So hopefully he's all right. Nobody's everybody on Twitter is like, prayers for Jameson Williams, but that's not. You just don't ankle dive. Like, they got rid of the hip drop tackle. You can't really get rid of ankle diving because it's just so common. You can tackle maybe at the legs, but don't get your helmet involved, obviously. If your helmet's in there, then that's a problem because you can really hurt somebody. All right, inside the 15. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He's going to get to the outside. Going to cut inside. Jahmyr Gibbs with a carry. And a nice play there from Gibbs. As you just see, he's so shifty. One-on-one there, he wins the majority of the time. See Panay Sewell there, great job blocking inside and just lets Gibbs do everything. As I mentioned earlier, when those plays happen, when these guys got to run to the outside, you have to block inside, and that's what makes the play. And you saw Panay Sewell there, makes a great play. And there's a toss here to Gibbs, who will not get the first down. He'll be about a yard short. Bucks cornerback Bryce Hall suffered a dislocated right ankle and fractured fibula. Oh, that's terrible. I want to see that. Nakua's on the sideline trying to walk around. Third and 1. Gibbs 15 rushing yards, 14 receiving yards. I think Montgomery's in the game. Actually, no, Gibbs is in the game. Laporte is out there as well. He's in motion. Right in motion as well. And they'll give it to Gibbs. He's going to try to get to the outside. And he is going to get the first down when he cut inside at the 3-yard line now. And we're just under 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 7 plays, 74 yards, 340 taken off the clock so far for the Lions. And great job here by the Rams. You really can't ask for anything better. You covered the gap. You completely closed the D gap. You cover the outside. Just Jahmyr Gibbs with great awareness to know that he had to cut inside. And he made a play. Fake here to Gibbs. Goff going to Laporte. That's Brock Wright. And he will be taken down at around the 2-yard line. I'll get it to Laporte. I think they're going to take this. They might take this as a 2-minute warning here. They don't have to snap it. Well, give me a Laporte or Montgomery. Give one of them these. I just want one of them to get a touchdown. And yeah, we'll go to the 2-minute warning here. So we're all tied at 3-3. We've seen some decent drives so far. It's just none of them have really resulted in anything too significant. The Lions hoping to change that here. We'll come back to a 2nd and goal from the 3. I would probably run it. Either Gibbs or Montgomery is fine. Um, and then you can probably just give it to what's his face thereafter. Then you can maybe pass it. Fourth down, I'd go for it. I mean, either way, Dan Campbell's going to go for it if it does turn out to be fourth down. So. I also do have some bets for today's game. I have, let's see. I have the Lions to win the game. I need Kyron Williams to get over 64 yards. I need Amon-Ra to get over 83 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs to get over 56 and a half yards. I need Stafford to get under 270 and a half. I need Goff to throw more passing yards than Stafford. I need Amon-Ra to get more receiving yards than, I don't know, somebody else. I don't know who it is, but I need Williams to get more rushing yards than I think Montgomery, and then or Gibbs, I don't know. And then I need Nakua to get more receptions than Sam Laporta, which is looking good so far. That one's looking good. My over/under ones, they're not looking so good. Gibbs is not doing bad. Gibbs just probably needs a break here. Nakua now questionable to return tonight due to a knee injury, so I doubt he'll be playing the rest. I doubt he'll be playing on the next drive here in the second. Say in the second half. All right, second and goal. Gibbs in the backfield. Right in motion. Here's the Gibbs and second effort. Did he get the ball over the pylon? I don't think so, as they're going to mark him about a few inches short. And yeah, it looks like, yep, they're going to mark it third down. So let's see what they do here. I would give it to what's his face again. Look, Jameson Williams back in there. Let's see. Let's see this again. Did Gibbs get it over in time? Oh, that is very close. There obviously is no replay or challenges after the 2-minute warning. I actually think, I don't know. That is very close. Maybe this angle will get us a bit of a better view. Oh, I don't know. He might be in. Here we go. Maybe this top angle will get. I don't know. I think it might block with some stuff off. I can't see that knee though. That is awfully close. Looks like they're going to review. That is very, very close. Headphones coming out for the first time today. Does St. Joe's Preps follow me on Twitter? I don't even think St. Joe's Prep Sports follows me on Twitter. It'd be great if they did. And they got a lot of. Yeah, they got a lot of followers themselves. Yeah, they don't even follow me. I mean, I'm happy for the like. But anyway, speaking of the streaming schedule, if you guys did not see it, we're obviously doing tonight's game. We have tomorrow's game for the Jets and the 49ers. Then on Thursday, the Bills and the Dolphins. And then Saturday, UFC 306. UFC 306 predictions will come out. I'm going to say Friday because I think I'm filming the video tomorrow. Hopefully there is no no last-minute replacements like the last time for Brian Ortega and Diego Lopez. But yeah, that's the streaming schedule for this week. I'm trying to be consistent here with my streaming schedule. So the schedules, if you guys don't know, the tweet's obviously up. So if you guys want to go take a look at that, it's up on my YouTube community page, and it's on my Instagram story, or it's on the CR7 Podcast Instagram story for the next 18 hours, maybe something around there. 16 hours, whatever. So if you guys want to go, know what I'm doing here. And then video-wise, I mean, top 5 NFL teams will be out on Tuesday, and then Friday probably will be the UFC predictions, and then we have one of the Eagles play Monday, and then we'll get next Monday. All right, here we go. And we're going to get a touchdown. Couldn't even get the thingamajig. Couldn't even turn up the volume. But a touchdown here for Jahmyr Gibbs, and it was awfully close. The call is reversed, so the officials deem enough evidence to overturn it. I would be inclined to agree. I think he is over before that knee gets down. And the kick now is up, and the kick is good. It is now 10-3 Detroit, and we finally get our first touchdown of the game. So now the Rams, most likely without Puka Nacua, will have, or actually looks like he's getting ready to go back out there. Let's hear what Melissa Stark has to say. Ooh. Joe Noteboom, questionable with an ankle injury. I did not notice that, actually, so thank God I put the headphones on. And they say Nacua is questionable. They taped up his right knee, apparently, so he's questionable with an ankle injury, but it looks like he's getting ready to go out there with the Rams offense, so maybe he's just going to rough it out, and then he'll go into the breaks, or maybe he'll just be used as a decoy on this drive. I'm not necessarily sure, as I don't have any inside information, but this looks like it'll go into the back of the end zone, and we will get a touchback. So the Rams to the 30. I feel like it has to be on like the 35 or the 40, because I don't think teams care if it's like a traditional touchback is the 25-yard line. How much is 5 yards really going to make a difference of? Now, obviously, you can potentially get them on the 15 or the 20 or something like that, but how much does 5 yards really make of a difference, And here's a handoff to Kyron Williams. That's a bit of a surprise right there. And he'll gain around 3. Rams only have 2 timeouts. They obviously took one in the first quarter when they couldn't get the snap off in time. And A.J. Akari, the 7th-round selection in the 2022 NFL draft out of Michigan State. And he gets a big opportunity here and a pretty tall task in defending guys like Aiden Hutchinson. Maybe that's why they're running the ball. And Nacua is out there, Cooper Kupp in motion, and that is going to be offsides on the Lions. Kyron Williams gets another carry, and he's just taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And that should be offsides there on the Lions. Yeah, it's offsides. Yep. And we'll replay second down. That was Davenport, the defensive end there, who got a little too over anxious. So 2nd and 1. See if they run the ball again. They did on the first 2. Obviously, the last one didn't count, but here's to Kyron Williams again, who will keep going, and he will get the first down as the clock continues to run. And the Rams, I mean, I guess because the offense, and they'll take a time. No, they're not going to take a timeout. I don't really understand this game plan here. It seems like they're just playing for the field goal. Now Stafford will throw over the middle, incomplete, going for Kupp there, and a great job. Oh shoot, I just switched this over. Great job by Robertson there to break it up. Got Kupp's hands to separate, and that will bring up 2nd and 10. 50 seconds remaining here in the first half. Great fundamental play there by Robertson, but they still have a bit ways to go here before they can continue to celebrate. 3 eligible receivers on the right. Well, now Cooper Kupp moves to the left in the slot. Stafford will throw under pressure, throws over the middle. That is caught, but not going to go too many places. Is the receiver Tyler Johnson, and there's going to be a penalty here. This could be roughing the passer here on Aiden Hutchinson. He got away with it. Well, some say he got away with it earlier, and it looks like he won't be as lucky this time. And yes, roughing the passer on Aiden Hutchinson. And let's see here. These are the cons of having your left tackle out. Great job by Hutchinson. I mean, just swim moves over, and yeah, Stafford got rid of the ball, and he shot for the legs. Hit the legs after the ball was thrown. And they're going to call that every time. Whether I agree with roughing the passers, and I do not, they're going to call that. 1st and 10, Kupp in motion. He has been in motion all game. I don't know how he's not tired. Stafford to throw. He throws, caught. 1st down and more. Parkinson. He will get out of bounds with 37 seconds remaining. And another 1st down for the Los Angeles Rams. You see Parkinson, he's been lined up, and no one really had him. I don't think Robertson expected him to run that out route, as he gave him outside leverage. Not sure why. I'm sure the Rams would like to get out of bounds, especially with only 2 timeouts. That was a gain of 20, and they can probably run the ball here. Nakua back on the sideline, half his helmet on. He's on the bench, so I'm sure they just told him to take the rest of this quarter off, as he obviously has the knee injury. The Rams got to snap this one. They do. Stafford will throw. Pressure. Hutchinson almost had him, and Stafford just flips it to Kyron Williams, who will be taken down after about an 8-yard gain. Stafford almost got swallowed up there by Hutchinson. You know, he is fuming, as his drive so far has not been up to par of what he and others would expect it to be. And once again, he just gets by the backup left tackle Akuri, and he just speed rushes past him, and he just misses him. He doesn't get his arms out. I think he wanted a holding call. That actually could have been holding. He was definitely tugging at that, I believe, left arm of Hutchinson. So I'm sure everybody on Twitter will be debating that one. Rams use their 2nd timeout, 29 seconds remaining. 2nd and 2 will be coming up. I mean, Hutchinson really can't be stopped here. It's just he's got to get a sack. And Nakua there still on the sideline. Surprised he hasn't gone to the locker room yet, just to, get some rest. I guess they think he's fine there on the sideline. And Stafford will throw. He's looking towards Kupp. That's who he'll go to, and he will complete that one for a 1st down. And you see there, the distraction was Demarcus Robinson. He pretty much takes out 2 men there, as that route upfield. You see Kupp, who was in the slot. Robinson, he kind of picks off here, and let's look at it. Robinson, he kind of just picks off here. He makes the defender, makes that defender guess. Couldn't get a look of who the number was. I think it was Kirby Joseph, but he makes him guess if he's going to go on the inside or not. That's kind of what it looked like was going to happen, especially if you're on the field looking. But got to snap this one. They barely do. Stafford looking Kupp's way. Now he doesn't. Now he's going to the end zone, and he overthrows his receiver, that being Demarcus Robinson. And I think he was just trying to get it away because he had pressure and no one was open. 21 seconds, 2nd and goal. You can run it here, which honestly I probably would suggest. maybe a draw here to Kyron Williams because you do have that timeout, and then you go to third and goal, you go to the end zone, and then you don't get anything, you go with take the field goal. I think a draw here to Kyron Williams would be very beneficial. And the Rams just continuing to get to the line very late here. And Kupp's got to get in motion, and they got to snap this. They barely get it off. Stafford will throw. Pressure, goes to the end zone. Intercepted! Kirby Joseph, and once again, the pressure gets to Matthew Stafford and baits him into an interception. His first of the year, the Lions' first of the year, and they will get a turnover that will end the first half. And just the pressure. Aiden Hutchinson, again, watch. Well, the broadcast is pointing to Joseph, but if you watch Hutchinson here, just once again, spin move, and it just baited Stafford to get rid of the football, and it forced him into an interception. That stuff might not come up in the stat sheet if you're Hutchinson, but it definitely will come up in the film room, and he will definitely get some praise from his defensive lines coach for that. This guy at Corey cannot defend Aiden Hutchinson. It is a complete mismatch. And Lions not going to take a knee here. And they're going to fake it here to Gibbs. Looks like Goff's going to try and do something. And he's going to get sacked there. That by the rookie Jared Verse, who was talked about, possibly could have been a top 10 pick, but he fell to the Rams in the mid-round, and that will end the first half. Good job by Goff, though, to just tuck up the ball. Didn't try to, make a play out of, didn't try to make a chicken salad out of chicken crap, and it probably was beneficial. But good first half. The Rams could have done better, in my opinion, but they got a whole other half to get this done. It's a close game. It's a touchdown game. They've been driving down the field. They just have not been able to convert in the red zone, and they got to convert eventually. It's ultimately probably going to happen. They could have done it if I think they should have ran the ball. I think it would have been beneficial. Then you do a play action on third down, and then you try to get the ball to Kupp or Parkinson or somebody like that. But nonetheless, it's an interception. So that'll do for the first half, and I'll be back for the second. All right, chat. We are back. All right, so we have a kickoff here, and the Lions will get it. Obviously, the Rams received. All right, I don't care about Dan Campbell's interview. All right. It was not 15 minutes, was it? All right, anyway. Here's David Montgomery. And he will get about 2 yards there to start. I need Amon-Ra to, he has 8 receiving yards. I need Amon-Ra to, get involved here. Let's go. I'm really not trying to lose my bet with him. 2nd and 8. Is he even in the game? Oh, yeah, he is. Montgomery is in there, and he will get a carry, and he will stay on his feet, try to fight for extra yardage, but he gets around 5 there. Third down coming up. You see Aiden Hutchinson there on the sideline, who had a pretty good first half. There were some penalties and missed tackles, but nonetheless, he played pretty well. 3rd and 4 now. Goff to throw. He's looking over the middle, and he will get it over the middle to Jamison Williams, and it's actually incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. That was Reeder there who was able to break it up. And Williams had it? Not really. He kind of bobbled it. He caught it with his chest, and, while lots of guys do it, it's always, you're always supposed to catch it with your hands, but he does not do that there, and it ends up being incomplete. So 4th down now, and the Lions will punt it away. And there it is. Our punt returner tonight. You got Kyron Williams, and this punt will get to the 3, but a touchback. That is so unfortunate. Someone knocked it was knocked into the end zone. I couldn't get a look at the number. I believe it was 15. Who was that? Raymond's. Was it Raymond? I don't know. Was it Raymond? 11? I don't know. Whoever it was knocked it in the end zone. And Puka Nacua will not return to tonight's game with a knee injury, so there goes that bet. So, bad play there made by the God damn it, I'm so stupid. Bad play there made by the Lions. I can't. I'm so dumb. That's a shame for Puka Nacua, though. It looks like the Lions have this one now. I mean, on that last drive, they did something. Not as well as I would have hoped for them, but it's, they threw a pick and all, so. Honestly, I think Aiden Hutchinson is about to absolutely dominate. At this point, fantasy don't even matter because I'm good. Yeah, I'm up 100 to 76. I'm good. There's no way Brees Hall gets that many more points. So now it's time to turn over to Stadium Live and see my bets. Lions to win. Kyron Williams, you better get that ball, brother, and you better run. I don't want a touchdown. I need how many more yards? About 40 out of you. Just get a big 40 or actually 41 to be exact. Actually, 42 technically to get over. Amon-Ra, you better start cooking, brother. Jahmyr Gibbs, 56. Let's go. Stafford's toned down the passing yards. He's already at 119. He's 170, so I think I'm good there. Goff, I still need more. I need Amon-Ra to start cooking. Kyron Williams, I need him to get more rushing yards. I'm losing that bet. And the Puka Nakua, I'm probably going to lose, depending on whether Kyron Williams has lost a yard. God damn it. Got to the outside, but the Lions met him there. And you saw Nakua, I guess that was at halftime. He got carted to the back, and now he's out for today. So now 2nd and 11. And with this pass rush, I mean, I don't know what the Rams are going to be subjected to because Aiden Hutchinson is waiting to pounce. And he gets chipped, but now Stafford's just going to throw, and it's going to be caught by the receiver, Johnson, but he is not going to go too far as he gets about a yard. It'll be now 3rd and 10, and it looks like this Rams offense is just cooked because Aiden Hutchinson off the edge. Good chip there by Kyron Williams, but he still spin moved, and another second, Stafford was on the ground. If Stafford was not getting rid of the football, Aiden Hutchinson would have about 3 sacks today. And Stafford to throw again. Not too many men on the blitz. Stafford throws over the middle, almost intercepted. It was dropped there. I couldn't get a look at the number, but another 3 and out for the Rams. And they will have to punt it right back to the Detroit Lions. I think Hutchinson, did he go out in coverage? Yeah, he did. He backed up in coverage. And who was that? Branch? I don't know. I couldn't get a look. And the Rams will punt it away. Raymond here on the punt return, and he will stay on his feet but get tackled. So about a 30-second timeout. And Stafford fakes, and now here is Montgomery on the carry. I'm sorry, Stafford. I meant Goff, sorry. Second and 5 coming up. Can we get Jahmyr Gibbs in there? I need him to start getting some carries. Like a fantasy, I'm good on fantasy. Like I'm good. I don't need any more points. I could use them, but I don't need any more. Fake to Montgomery. Goff to throw. He's under pressure. He just has to get it to Montgomery, and he'll be taken down. No whistle. I don't know. Listen, I feel like the Lions should have this. I mean, they get one more score. I would think the game's pretty much over. because I just don't see a way in the world that the Rams score in any way, shape, or form. Third and 3 coming up. And Lions got to get this off. Laporta in motion. Montgomery moves over. And Goff, he gets it off. He drops back. And he is going deep for Williams, who makes the catch and goes into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down, so we'll have to see what that is. It looks to be on the Rams, on Tre'Davious White, who was in coverage. Illegal contact by the Rams. This will stand. Penalty decline. A touchdown, Detroit. Let's look at this here. Oh, stop and go. Beautiful. And Tre'Davious White, he knew he wasn't beating him. He knew it. As soon as Williams picked it right back up, he knew he couldn't stop him. So he just had to try to hold him back and try to get away with it. Jameson Williams, who got injured earlier in the game, comes back, and what a play for him, for the deep threat. And the kick is up, and the kick is good by Bates. And the Detroit Lions have taken a 2-score lead, 17-3. And you love to see it for Jameson Williams. He landed on that knee, so... Let's not do that anymore for Jameson Williams. But nonetheless, the Detroit Lions, 17-3. We'll see how the Rams can answer. Listen, if Kyron Williams can just get a 40-yard carry, I would not mind that one at all. Oh boy, the Giants tweeted. Oh boy, they tweeted out game day 22 hours ago. I did not see that. Is this the Giants' 100th year of action? Oh my god, 100 years of the New York Giants football. This is not going to be a good 100th year for them. And the kickoff is a touchback, so we'll see the what do you call it? We'll see the ball in the 30. . All right. Can Kyron Williams get some carries? And they'll fake it to him. Matt Stafford to throw. He's just going to dump it off to Williams, who will be taken down in the backfield. And this one's getting a bit ugly here. Out ends alone with the tackle, and it's second down. 2nd and 13 now coming up. Hands alone. Looks like, I guess Kyron Williams was his assignment. It seems like his assignment for the entire night. And he just made a nice tackle there. Wrapped up. Can't complain about that one. 2nd and 13. Stafford will not snap it. And he gets it off now. Hand off to Kyron Williams, who gets to the outside. Williams trying to fight for some yardage. Gets about 3. Third and 10. Stafford's got to change the protection, it looks like. Parkinson in motion. And Stafford barely gets it off, and he gets it to Kupp off the screen, and Kupp gets the first down. And the Rams finally able to do something there. Fake to Williams. Stafford to throw has all day, and he throws this one deep. It's caught. Cooper Kupp. And he gets a first down. And it seems like the connection between Kupp and Stafford is back at full force. And Kupp in motion again. He's been in motion all night, forced to switch. It's a zone coverage here, and Kupp just a great snap there, able to get Terry and Arnold off balance. And you can teach it, but it's very hard to do to get a perfect snap there. Perfect break on that corner route. Fake to Williams again. Stafford throws it in the flats to Johnson, and he will be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Terry and Arnold able to make up for his last play there, and that'll bring up second down. Now, 2nd and 10, 7:10 remaining in this game. Third quarter. Kyron Williams in the backfield, and they just continue with this pistol formation. I don't even got to call it out anymore. And they'll give it to Williams. Kyron Williams had a hole, but Anzalone, who has been a key factor in the Lions, only giving up 3 points so far. He makes the tackle. About 5 yards there for Kyron Williams. If Anzalone is there, I think Kyron Williams can break. I mean, this hole opens up very well. You see the left tackle, Akuri, who has not had the greatest game. You see him blocking on the inside, but Anzalone on the second level, he went unblocked and able to save a possible first down and maybe more. Williams still in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he will be tackled a few yards short of the first down marker. I would have threw it there if I was the Rams, but it is what it is, and I think they got to go for it. You still be down 2 scores if you go for the field goal here. And Williams, not really much to do. I mean, the line just didn't open up that D gap, and then on the inside, guys went unblocked, and they were able to make a play. 4th and 3. Rams will see if they do snap it. The recommendation is to go for it. The stats say go for it. Will they snap it? Yes, they will. Stafford, he will throw. He throws it over the middle. Caught! First down, spinning his way to the 15-yard line is the receiver, Demarcus Robinson. And the drive will continue for Matthew Stafford and company. The red zone offense, it hasn't been successful in the last game the Rams played and today, and there's a timeout on the field. We have an injured man, that being the rookie Terrion Arnold, and that's not good for the Lions. That they do have I would like to say weak secondary, or newer secondary. I mean, the Rams, they got to score a touchdown. They have to. I mean, if you keep feeding Kyron Williams, I'm not complaining because I need about 30 more yards from him. Actually, I don't even know how many more yards. Yeah, about 30. 32, 33 more yards, yeah. Gibbs is just screwing me. Amon-Ra is not going to get it either, I doubt, because the Rams, or not the Rams, the Lions are probably just going to try and drain the clock. And Gibbs has a chance to do it, but... No, next Sunday, the Bears versus the Texans. That's a good one right there. One of the London games is the Giants and the Panthers. Good thing I don't really wake up at 9 a.m. on Sundays. So, yeah. And here's a jet sweep to Cooper Kupp, and he will go pretty much nowhere, as that didn't fake out the Lions too much. And the Rams have ran about 3 jet sweeps today, so I would assume the Lions have that covered. Not so many teams run 3 jet sweeps in one game. Maybe if you play Madden. Terrion Arnold on the sideline with his helmet on. Or helmet off, sorry. 2nd and 9 coming up. I'd say pass it here. If you want to run, then you're definitely passing on 3rd and 4th down. 5 passes, 1 rush in this drive so far for the Rams. So I guess passing is probably the option. And never mind, they're going to hand it to Kyron Williams, who does slip a little bit, but he will gain a few yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Third and 6. And to the end zone. Stafford, it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp wanted a flag, and it looks like he's going to get it. And we'll see if there's going to be a penalty here. Pass interference on Carlton Davis. The Rams currently riddled with injuries. Star receiver Puka Nacua, Joe Noteboom, Rob Havenstein, Steve Alva, Darius Williams, and then their backup tackle. First and goal, the Rams on the 2. And a handoff to Kyron Williams, who gets into the end zone for a touchdown. The Rams are back in it as a good drive, which most people, including me, did not see coming, gets them back into it. 11 plays, 70 yards, 6:56 taken off the clock. And a nice long drive. The Rams finally able to get a touchdown in the past 5 red zone trips. The Rams have actually, is it 5 or 6? 5 or 6. They've gotten their first one against the Detroit Lions across the last 2 games. And the kick by Cardi is good, and it is now 17-10 with 3:33 remaining in the third quarter. The Rams back into it. The Lions see how they can answer when we come back. It's kind of like, where was Kyron Williams actually taking the fantasy this year? I don't know. I feel like he was taking like, I don't know, like mid first round probably in fantasy. We also got to talk about Daniel Jones too, because I don't know if we're gonna talk about him on the podcast. I don't know. Are we? I don't think we are, because he is such a disaster. Yeah, we are talking about the Giants actually tomorrow. I don't think it's not solely focused on Daniel Jones. It's Cole's segment, so he's going to take it in the road that he wants to. But I'm definitely going to bring up Daniel Jones. He's just been such a disaster. Fantasy wise, I'm looking good. Bets wise, right now, not so much. Listen, I got this one game locked up. What's up, Josie? How's it going? Doing pretty well. Good game we have so far. I mean, we've gotten good drives, just not too many points out of it. ESPN League, I don't know. I don't know. It depends on how good of a game Deebo Samuel and Mike Williams have. I mean, I'm obviously outnumbered because I have to go up. I have Christian McCaffrey. Cole has Deebo Samuel and Mike Williams. Depends on how good the Jets' run defense is, I guess you could say. But yeah, we are streaming that game tomorrow. I'm also streaming on Thursday. As you guys know, I'm trying to release my stream schedules overtime, or like on Sunday during the day. I'll just release it on like different social medias. And David Njoku suffered a right ankle sprain. See, that's so sad though. With like, you get so many injuries, like just in week 1 alone. All right. 1st and 10. Gibbs in the backfield, and they'll fake it to him. Goff to throw. He's under pressure. He just dumps it into Gibbs in the backfield, who does trip and only gains about 2 there on the play. They'll bring up 2nd down. Game is moving pretty quick, I will say. Rams defense, 50 career sacks among players on current roster, 33 fewer than any other team. So, not the greatest if you are the Rams. They do have a bunch of younger guys, though. Here's a toss to Gibbs on the outside. Now he's trying to get to that outside, and it's just taken out there. I picked the Lions to win. So far, I mean, the Rams are trying to come back here. They just scored a touchdown, so. I also bet the Lions to win on Stadium as well, so. And Jared Verse, he was the 19th overall pick in this year's draft, and the Rams, it was the Rams' first round pick since 2016. They've obviously used their picks on so many different players, and actually Goff almost got the Rams to jump off sides there. Jameson Williams moving out to the X. Goff's got to get this off here on 3rd and 5. He does. And Goff will throw over the middle, caught by Laporta, but he will be tackled about a yard short from the 1st down marker, and I assume the Lions will just punt this one away. And I thought he had Laporta when he was running the crossing route. He did have him, but I don't think Laporta was looking back. He could have given it to him, but I guess Laporta just didn't want to look back. I don't know. Nonetheless, 4th down, and the Lions will punt it away. And the Rams now have a chance to tie this one up. They just scored a touchdown in the red zone. They're first against the Lions in a long time, in a few months, and falling on this is Kyren Williams. Not sure why he did that. He didn't even touch it. And some pushing and shoving going on between Williams and multiple Lions players. Still 17-10, 1:31 remaining in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how the Rams can answer the punt when we come back. I would like Kyren Williams. I just need about a 40-yard carry from him, and then I'll be happy. Amon-Ra just completely screwed me, though. Like, Amon-Ra's got 8 yards. 8 yards. I did catch the Cowboys game, and I will say they look great. They looked very good. It's clear that the Browns' offensive line is just absolutely terrible. And I think that was part of the reason that they lost. Don't get me wrong, the Cowboys have a good defensive line too. Micah Parsons has moved just over to an edge rusher. Doesn't play too many snaps at off-ball linebacker anymore. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence is still really good. I can't really say anything about I can't really make excuses for the. I can't really make excuses of why the Cowboys' offense wasn't that impressive, because they were. The Browns had one of the best defenses in the NFL last year. They have the reigning defensive player of the year in Myles Garrett, and he was pretty much ineffective against guys who are rookies. I mean, this is a new offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys, so I can't down them for this game. I thought they played well. I didn't expect them to win. I honestly thought they would lose. I thought that with just CeeDee Lamb and not much of a run game, they would just not be able to play. But they got some guys involved. I know Cooks had a touchdown early. The run game is still questionable, but do I think they can beat the Eagles, 49ers, or Lions and Packers when healthy? No. But they proved why they still are in the mix to be a top team right now. Not a top team, but at least a top 5 in the NFC. But I don't know, the Bucs looked really good today too. You can't count them out. They looked very good. The Vikings looked all right. I mean, they went up against. I mean, they went up against the Giants, who just looked to be like a disaster this year. I mean, I mentioned earlier that game against the Panthers in London is going to be the worst. London, they normally fill London Stadium up, Wembley or wherever the hell they play, but I would not go to that. I would never go to that. I remember I streamed the Bears and Panthers last year. I should have just skipped it. And Williams gets stuffed in the backfield to start. If I'm the Rams, I am throwing this football because the run is not working. The pass was working last drive. And I guess Taryn Williams mic'd herself up, the mom of Kyron Williams. Williams has it a touchdown today. No loss 2 on that one. We're under a minute to play here in the third. Kupp in motion. Stafford gets it on a low snap. He's going to have to throw it over the middle. It is caught by Johnson. Nice spin move to get around. Johnson a first down and more. And keeps going. Johnson to the 50, 45, 40, 30, 25, and down inside the 25-yard line. Wow. What a play there by Tyler Johnson. That is exactly what the Rams needed. Great route there. And the fact that he was able to spin in the middle of the field, you see most receivers, and what you're taught to do as a receiver is to get up the sideline. But the great job there to just stay on balance and spin around. That was a gain of 63. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. The Lions lead 17-10, but the Rams are clawing their way back. They are running their way back as a touchdown will tie, and they are inside the Lions 25. Oh, that was a great rhyme. Look at me go. So obviously we have the Jets and Niners tomorrow, and then Bills Dolphins on Thursday. Bills had a great game, I will say. Not a great game, but Josh Allen had a great game. 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. Keon Coleman looks good. I mean, what can you really say? Man, I just, like the fact that he was able to do that is just nuts. The fact that he was able to stay on his feet like that is crazy. All right, we're back. And now Stafford throws quick over the middle to Cooper Kupp. He's inside the red zone down to the 18-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up. Cooper Kupp in the slot. Williams in the backfield. Stafford under center. And he fakes to Williams. Stafford has time, throwing to the end zone. It is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. That is going to be on Terry and Arnold. And this will be placed on the 1-yard line. The Rams now with a chance to score. Arnold's. He didn't get his head around, He didn't get his head around, which is probably why they called that. Antenna receiver was Robinson. If he would have got his head around, I'd say it's clean. I think it's because he made contact with the hand and he kind of pushed it. I don't know. All right, anyway. Johnson in motion. Here's Williams on the carry, and he is going to be stuffed short. He gets about an inch or two. And Williams saying, let's run it again. He wants his 2nd touchdown. Hasn't had the greatest game today, but when the Rams need to put the ball in the end zone, he seems to be the guy who wants the football. I would say run play action, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you're literally an inch away. You don't convert. You have like 2 more tries. But let's see what they do. And they're going to do a jet sweep here. And running into the end zone for the touchdown is going to be the receiver, Washington. But there is a flag. I think it's going to be after the play. Actually, I'm not sure. Holding on the offense. I thought it was going to be unsportsmanlike conduct after the play. I thought he said something. Oh, Corey, again, who has not been able to defend Aiden Hutchinson for the life of him, gets a costly holding penalty. And, he just grabs the face mask. Oh, God. Hutchinson wasn't even involved in the play. He wasn't even caught up to him. Oh, that was a terrible, terrible play there by a Corey. Or Curie, whatever his name is, and that is going to cost the Rams. You had a touchdown, you had the game all tied up, and then you just give up that terrible game from the 2nd-year pro. There's Johnson in motion. They're going to give to Williams, and Williams will get about 3 there. Kupp was just kind of squatting down. Hopefully he's not gassed because the Rams definitely need him if they want to win this game. Third and goal. One of the Rams' best chance so far to tie this game. You might not get it better. You might lose momentum here if you don't score. See Kupp in the slot. He might be the go-to guy. Robinson in motion. Stafford under pressure. He's just heaving this one up in the end zone for Kupp, and it's incomplete. There's a penalty down. I would assume, it's in the backfield, so is this going to be holding? Okay, it's going to be holding on the Lions. This penalty will be, holding on the Rams. This penalty will be declined, and the Rams will most likely be forced to take the field goal. Yeah, holding on the offense. Yeah, penalty declined, and we will see a field goal here. And once again, Corey just cannot defend Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, Hutchinson got right by him. I mean, he just ran literally right past. I don't know if it's a Corey Kish can't get out of his stance or he's nervous, but I mean, he's done absolutely terrible in trying to defend Aiden Hutchinson. I know they've had some good chip blocks on, and they had one good chip block earlier in the 2nd half against Hutchinson, but really other than that, you really haven't seen much from him. 26-yard attempt here for Carty. And the referees have to place the football down. And get the snap. All right, 26 yards. It is up and it is good. The Rams are within 4. It's still a touchdown game. 12:32 remaining. Lions lead 17-13. And if you're the Lions, I mean, the run is not going to save you. You have to throw the football. The Rams had the run scouted last drive. Now they might play towards the pass. I have to see this. I saw this something earlier with the Bills fans jumping off like buses through the tables. Oh, they got some smaller people jumping through tables. Okay, well that was underwhelming, if I do say so myself. Oh my god, people have this meme about Daniel Jones comparing him to the four-piece Nick Nugget Happy Meal. See, that's sad. That's just so sad. I feel so bad, actually. I don't feel bad for like him as the player because obviously, you're going to get criticized. You play in here. I'll put it this way: you play in the biggest market, not named out LA. I think LA's pretty much taken over, but you play in such a big market where if you perform as terribly as he does, I mean, just terrible. All right, and this is be a touchback, so the Lions will receive it on the 30-yard line. Hold on, chat. Okay. All right. Just had to read an email. I'm actually interested for this Agatha series. When's it come out? Like the 28th or something like that? And now here is Jahmyr Gibbs, who will be stuffed. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. The Lions have to throw the football. The run game is just not working. Lions offense, 38% of rush yards before contact. That was second in the NFL last year behind the Philadelphia Eagles. And guys like Ragno, the center, probably the second best center in the league last year behind Jason Kelsey. And this year, probably the best center. Laporta moves into the slot. Actually, he's going to line up as a blocker here. And I think that's going to be a snap infraction. False start, whatever. Yeah, false start on the offense. And that is not good for the Rams. Glasnow there on the false start. I guess he just didn't know the snap count, or I don't know. Or Ragno just didn't snap it. Somebody didn't know the snap count. because almost everybody moved. Now Goff will throw. Amon-Ra has not been involved much today. He's only got 2 catches for 8 yards, and there's Sam Laporta, who has not been involved as well pretty much today. And you see Davenport there again, his fingers taped on the sideline, trying to get themselves readjusted before the game, near the end of the game. Last year, the Lions averaged 394 yards per game. That was 3rd in the NFL. Tonight, they only have 208. 3rd and 6. Goff will throw. He drops back. He's under pressure now. He is going to run. Goff doesn't have the best speed, but he is going to get the first down. Goff was going through the middle, but then realized that there were a bunch of linebackers there, so he cut to the outside. Great job there by Jared Goff, and he gets a standing ovation, and a great job. You don't see Jared Goff run too often, but putting himself on the line there for his team, and he outruns a DB in Lake. I would always think that a DB is supposed to be faster than the quarterback, so great job there by Jared Goff. Gibbs there in the backfield. Goff under center. They'll fake to him. Goff will throw. He throws over the middle. Jamison Williams. We've called his name a lot today. He's past the 35 and steps out at around the 31-yard line. And now another first down. The Lions are looking to answer. That's what I told you. They got to run. They got to throw this football. Also, I want to give credit to, I think that was Ragnow there who made the block. Yeah, Goff was about to go down, and Ragnow just kind of chipped block. Might have been Lake on the blitz and gave Goff just that extra half a second to get rid of the football. Williams, 4 catches, 116 yards, and a touchdown. Can't get much better than that. Now you can run the ball, and that's what they will do. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs gets around 8 there. And now it'll bring up 2nd down for the Detroit Lions. 2nd and 3, so that's 7. See, there you can run the ball because they're tired. And great hole opened up there. You see, as I mentioned before, and I will say it again, opening up that tackle, opening up that D-gap is what makes that play. And that's going to be a false start on the Lions. Somebody jumped. That is going to hurt them. False start. That is going to be Frank Ragnow, the center. I know I saw him moving, but I didn't think it was Ragnow. I thought it was one of the guards. That's the 6th penalty today for the Lions. We have 10 in total, so obviously if you do the math, the Rams have 4. Gibbs in the backfield with Goff. He's in the shotgun. Laporta, I don't know if he doesn't know his assignment. Gibbs moving out, and now Goff will throw over the middle. Intercepted! He was going for Amon-Ra St. Brown, but instead the Rams will take over. The Los Angeles Rams are coming back, and that was by the safety, John Johnson, and he read Goff like a book. He saw Amon-Ra over the middle. He saw no one had him. And he just jumped right in there to intercept that football. Not a good day at all for Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it got a little worse. This ball was in the air a bit. Ball was juggled, but I don't think it ever hit the ground. Remember, all turnovers are reviewed. I don't think this hit. Oh, did it, though? I think that's a clean catch. I think that's an interception. I think that this will be with the Los Angeles Rams once the review is done. And yes, it will be. 17-13, 9:09 remaining. And the Rams, they are 1 touchdown away from taking the lead. They needed that I was going to mention a field goal before the interception. I was going to mention a field goal would make the Rams have to get a touchdown to tie it. But now a field goal with the Rams would put them within one. And in my opinion, I really don't think that would be the greatest idea. I don't know what the problem is. That's an interception. They're looking at it from a back angle now. I don't think that should change anything. Yeah, this is the pick. That's 2 turnovers. Each quarterback has an interception to their name. Stafford will throw. He's looking for Kupp, and he gets it to him on the out route. He has the best out route in the NFL. And no one can tell me otherwise. Gets him in motion, gets the linebacker on him. Great job there by LaFleur. I mean, you know it's man-to-man, or someone like Goff, or honestly Stafford. That's really all Stafford. He knows it's man-to-man. He knows Kupp's running that out route, and he gets it to him. Because he realizes because Allen Zone moves over, or Anzalone, whatever. Stafford to throw, getting this to the sideline to Parkinson. He's going to be a yard short, or actually about 2 yards. So this is definitely not where the Rams wanted to be after now they're saying it's 3rd and 1 after the placement looked like it was 3rd and 2. Clock still running on just under 8:15 remaining, and the Rams, they have not had to do a 3rd down conversion that is 1 to 3 yards. So we'll see who gets it here. Williams in the backfield with Stafford. I think one of these linebackers is going to blitz. Look at it, Anzalone. He looked like he was going to blitz. He's not. Stafford going to throw. He throws it over the middle, and it's caught for a 1st down. That was Tyler Johnson. The Rams offense, I thought they were completely cooked in the beginning of the second half, but Aiden Hutchinson has been not much of a factor. I mean, he just got tripped up there on that play. Stafford to throw again. He gets this one in the flats to Kupp, but a great job there by Terrion Arnold to make the play. He has been a warrior at the line of scrimmage and making tackles, and he gets a nice one there. Oh, Stafford with a no-looker on that pass to Johnson. I didn't even notice that. What a nice throw. He kind of was peeking, but his head was, positioned to where it looked like a no-look pass. Under 7 minutes remaining. Williams in the backfield, Kupp in motion again. He'll move into the slot. Johnson in motion now. Stafford will throw. He drops back. He throws this one over the middle. Caught. Not going to get the 1st down is the receiver, Robinson. Third and 1. And here is Williams. He will get the 1st. And the whistles come in as Williams stays on his feet. And the Rams keep driving down the field. Keep this one alive here. And Hutchinson just keeps getting tripped. I mean, was this this was now they're looking back. Now that I look at that, that's a tripping. That's actually tripping on the right tackle there. Can't get the name off. That's 71. He didn't start, so I don't know. I don't know who that is. Fake to Williams. Stafford to throw. He is throwing this one on the sideline to Kupp. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. It was juggled a little bit, but the officials give him the catch. Also, great job by Stafford here. Got it across his body. Let's make sure Kupp got the feet down. And it looks like he got that toe drag, and they get it off before the officials can review it. Kyron Williams going to make do of what he has, and he gets around 5 there. I think he caught it. Yeah, he gets both feet down. It looks like he has it in possession. Yeah, he tucks it, goes to the ground with control. That's a catch. Are they saying he didn't get it through? They're trying to say he had it through the ground, too. That's a clean catch. Stafford, 284 yards. I lost my bet. I had him under 270 yards passing. Kupp with 12 catches, 96 yards. All of my bets are like trash tonight, honestly. And Stafford to throw again. He is going to pump fake, being chased. He throws this one on the run. It is caught. Johnson for the first down. He steps out. Inside the 10, it's 1st and goal for the Rams. Stafford, he kind of almost looked like he tripped there. His footwork was not up to par. He made that great throw on the run there. You don't typically see Stafford make throws on the run, but makes one there. And this has been 9 plays, 71 yards, 434 taken off the clock. We've seen a lot of lengthy drives in this game. Kupp in motion. Here's a fake. And here is the Kupp in the flats. Cooper Kupp gets in the end zone for a touchdown. The Kupp and Stafford connection is back at full force, and the Rams have taken the lead. You see Kupp there, a little bit of a zig and a zag there on the line of scrimmage, and it just gets Carlton Davis, the newly acquired corner, to just trip up a bit. And they wanted him, the objective of that play is to get him caught in the secondary, make him run into guys as he's in motion, because it was man-to-man, and the plan was executed to perfection. And the kick is good. It is now a field goal game as Cardi makes the field goal. It is 20-17. The Rams down 17-3 at half comes flying back. I could say roaring back. Because Lion, Rory, get it? And now the Rams, another stop here on defense could end it. And here's an out route to Amon-Ra. He has finally got a catch. That's probably his first catch since the first quarter. And the Rams have just come cruising back. Their time of possession is also a factor as well. 2nd and 5. Laporta in motion. There's Montgomery in the backfield. They fake to him. Goff under pressure on his blind side, and he just throws it away. There was an extra man on the rush from his blind side, and no one picked him up. Was Laporta there to maybe make that block? I think that was Kobe Durant. That might have been Jared Verse. I don't know. I think it was Durant. Well, Verse kind of was in there as well. Laporta just kind of was trying to block him from his side, and someone like Jared Verse, you just can't do that too. Laporta in motion. They might need him here. 3rd and 5. Here, only 4 guys on the rush. Goff to throw near the sideline. It's dropped. Kobe Durant dropped it. He dropped the pick. He had it in his hands, and he was going down with it, but he dropped it midair. Oh, man. That was almost Goff's second pick, and he dropped. Oh, going to the ground. Oh, he couldn't keep control. Oh, man. Everybody on the Rams sideline was ready to celebrate, and the Lions are going to have to punt it away. Goff seems really frustrated with himself. And the Lions will punt this one away. And a fair catch by Kyren Williams. The Rams with a chance to seal the deal here against the team that beat them in the wild card last year, the Detroit Lions. I can't believe this. Literally, 17 unanswered points from the Los Angeles Rams? I mean, you can't get any better than that. They were down 17-3. And they've come flying back. With the Rams, I mean, I feel like the Lions will be ready for the run, and they have defended it well. So I feel like you have to be ready for that. So I don't know. I think that you got to just throw the football. It's working. It's been working. You have the momentum, so why not? The Kupp has just been, it's been something else today. There we go. Grant Fisher, 2-time bronze medalist at the 2024 Paris Olympics. He's a Lions fan. He's here to support his team that is not looking so hot here in the second half. Stafford will start out from the 11. Kupp in motion. And not the best snap. And now over the middle. I believe that was Kupp. Yes, it was. And Cooper Kupp has just been the lion killer in these past 12 minutes, I would say. 2nd and 5 coming up. And if you're the Lions, you need a desperate stop. You do have all 3 timeouts if you're the Lions. So if worst comes to worst, you can use those. You also have the 2-minute warning, but that doesn't come in until the next 140. So you need something here if you are the Lions. You have to stop Cooper Kupp. They go to him every time, and Branch is following him as he gets in motion. I'm looking at that here, and Stafford was looking at him. Now he goes over the middle. It's incomplete, intended for Johnson. Rams won a penalty. I don't think they're going to get it. Honestly, probably the better thing to have Branch follow Kupp is, to be honest, I mean, he's probably your best defender, like in the secondary. And they're looking here. Could have this been called roughing the passer? Possibly, but I don't think this late in the game they're going to call something like that. Third and 5, Stafford to throw. He's under pressure now. He just has to throw it over the middle. It's caught! A first down for Robinson! Wow, what a throw by Stafford, and also a great job by Robinson to come back to get it. Over the middle here. And just Kirby Joseph and Branch tried to come in and try to make a play on it. I mean, Joseph did a really bad job of trying to defend that, and Stafford took a hit by 2 Lions there. And now all the Lions have to do is run one more play before the 2-minute warning. That being if the Lions don't take their timeouts here. And here's Williams. He is going to be stuffed in the backfield. The Lions have had that scouted out all night, and I think, the Lions are going to use their timeouts here wisely. Kupp ties his career high in receptions tonight. He has 14. You have to think he's going to at least get another target to try and break that. 110 yards and a touchdown for Cooper Kupp. I mean, he has been phenomenal. Some of the catches he's made, the route running, I know I can tell you again, he runs the best out route in the NFL. 2nd and 12, so now the Rams are going to have to pass. Kupp in motion. I don't think it really fooled anybody. And now a penalty. And it's going to be a false start, so it's going to back the Rams up a bit more. It's going to be 2nd and 17. False start. There it is. Costly if you are the Los Angeles Rams. That was on McClendon. He is the backup right tackle. I'm surprised they haven't put Hutchinson on the other side. They have him on this other guy's, this McClendon side. He was dominating the other guy. All right, 2nd and 17. Maybe the run's coming a lot more through there, more through that A gap. So they want him in there, which I think it is actually, which could make sense. Well, actually, it's going the other way. Here's Kyren Williams, and Williams gets a solid bit of yards here. I think he got all of them back, maybe a bit more. It'll be 3rd down. Clock is stopping as Williams went out of bounds. Why? I don't know. Actually, it kind of does make sense because the Lions score, you want as much chances as possible here. You don't know. 3rd and 10, so he does get all the yards back here, and this is a big play here for the Rams. I don't know if you can go to Kupp because he has not been the guy to really go deep in this game. This is normally somewhere where Puka Nacua would come out, and you'd be looking for him. Kupp in motion. Let's see where Stafford goes. He is going to throw this one over the middle, and he goes for Kupp, but he overthrows him. He was throwing on the run. Terry and Arnold there in coverage. Stafford is so frustrated with himself that he missed that. He has hands on his helmet. But, I mean, you don't have Puka Nacua, who is your kind of go-to guy on 3rd and long. Kupp is kind of someone where you can go to on like 3rd and 5, 3rd and 3. It was a good route. Don't get me wrong, just a crossing route there. Good break, got a good break there too. I think if Stafford was more, if it was in the pocket, if the offensive line was better, then probably would have been better for him to make that throw. Here's Raymond on the return. He gets past the 30. Oh my goodness. All right, chat. My battery is low again. I have to figure out a way to just keep the Chromebook plug in because I don't feel like this. All right. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, and he'll get about 5 there before we go to the 2-minute warning. All right. One more drive for the Detroit Lions. For the Lions, I mean, I think Laporta will be good. He's a big body that can move, and you need yards. I doubt they play like on him because they don't want anything behind him, and then he can probably get you a few extra. Amon-Ra's just been nothing. I don't know if he just hasn't gotten open because I can't see because obviously the camera view doesn't give me that angle so far down the field. I'll look at him here. He's in motion going into the slot. He's going across the middle. Goff will go over the middle, but not to him. He'll go to Laporta instead. And Laporta is going to get hit in the helmet, so that's going to be a personal foul on the Rams. And they will get an extra 15 probably on this at the end of this play. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. And that was on Kitchens, the rookie safety. Can't make that's a rookie mistake there, but in the final stages of this game, you cannot make that mistake. And he's talking to Russ Yeast there on the sideline. I don't know what he has to smile about because he just put the Lions in field goal range. Amon-Ra in motion. Goff going to dump this one off to Gibbs. Gibbs will get inside the 25 and gets down almost to the 20. Second and 2. Maybe I should have taken Cooper Kupp in fantasy. Maybe I should have just taken him. Maybe I definitely should have taken him over DJ Moore and other guys. I thought of it as a risk because I didn't know about the injuries because he's been injured. I don't know. Goff to throw. He drops back. Has time. Now throws over the middle to Gibbs, but he tripped. Oh, no. Gibbs tripped right there at the end. You could have potentially had a touchdown there. I just tripped on the field. And Goff actually placed that well. If he would have placed it on his left shoulder, then Cameron Curl probably would have got in there, but he threw it across his right shoulder. Or if he would have threw it around his right shoulder, Curl probably could have gotten in there, but he threw it across his left shoulder, and he probably could have had a touchdown. But here's Gibbs on the toss. Gibbs will get the first down, and he will somersault out of bounds, which will give the Lions a fresh set with exactly a minute remaining. Cooper Kupp kneeling on the sideline. He is got to have some fatigue, but he's going to have to power through it, saying the Lions get a touchdown or possible field goal. A field goal would mean the Rams wouldn't have to go that much farther down the field, but a touchdown would mean they would need a touchdown themselves. An official review here. They're going to see if he was marked down short or if he actually got the first down. I think he got it. I don't see really. They're trying to see if he was inbounds or not. Okay, so I thought they were saying if he got the first down. So, good thing I had headphones on because apparently his forearm, which I agree with Terry McCauley, his forearm is inbounds, which would mean the clock would continue to run. So to avoid the 10-second runoff, the Rams or Lions would have to use their timeout. I don't think the Lions should use it. So who's gonna? So who's it? Will I doesn't look like Sean McVay's gonna use it. Or now I just talked to the referee. I don't know what he said. I couldn't rip lead. I'm not a good rip leader. I suppose both teams don't want the 10-second runoff. Or they don't want to use their timeout. All right, the 10-second runoff will be in place. So the play actually ended at 1:02 on the timer. So the 10-second runoff would then be at 52 seconds. Oh, I do remember that a few years ago. I forget who was the receiver who caught it. They reviewed it, and the guy wasn't in the end zone in the 10-second runoff. I think it was against the Falcons. I remember that game. Goff to throw over the middle, and Amon-Ra St. Brown tripped. That is the second time that a Lions receiver has tripped while running their route. I mean, how can you blame Goff there? Lake there on the coverage. You can't blame Goff at all. I mean, that is just Amon-Ra tripping. And you can't do that. I don't think he got caught up with Lake. I think he just tripped on the turf. Goff will throw again. Looking over the middle, Jameson Williams, who else? And he probably should have cut inside, try to get to the outside, but he was only able to get 5 and 30 seconds remaining. What will the Lions do? Well, they're not going to use their timeout. I guess they're willing to take this into overtime. And I guess they will finally, I would think they want to go for the touchdown and just end this game. They'll use their second time out of the half and 23 seconds, so they can either play for the field goal with Bates or they can go for the win with the touchdown. I would assume that they would go for the win here, saying they get this. They don't get it, then obviously you have to take the field goal. But honestly, with Dan Campbell, you never even know. If it's 4th and inches, he might just go for it. He might just just tush push him forward, just say we're doing the Eagles thing. Third and 5. Do you want to go to Jameson Williams over the middle? There's 2 linebackers there. Goff's gonna have to read over the middle, see where they are. And looks like they're gonna stay over the middle. Goff, he will try to dump it off to Gibbs, but he throws it into the turf, and Campbell, I would assume, will send on the field goal unit, and that is exactly what he is going to do. Jesse Bates, he's made a field goal so far. He's 1 for 1. That was from 25. This one from 32. It's a tie. It is good. Right through the middle. And we are tied at 20. 17 seconds remaining. Rams have all 3 timeouts. They are going to need probably nothing short of a miracle to get close to field goal range, as I'm sure the Lions are going to let nothing behind them. Jake Bates, he 64-yard game-winning field goal at this stadium for the UFL. Let's see. Actually, I do remember him getting signed, and he's able to tie this game up here. 2 clutch field goals in the same stadium for different leagues. Don't hear that one every day. Campbell liking it, but I'm sure he cannot like what has happened in this second half, as his team had 17 unanswered points to the Los Angeles Rams, and they're finally able to answer with 3. If you're the Rams, you would want a touchback here. As you get 5 yards closer than last year, you get to the 30, and then you also get you also still get 17 seconds, and I guess the Lions are really not going to care about that, as they will kick it into the end zone and let the Rams have it at the 30. Anything Melissa Stark has to say that's important? Okay, nothing really. I guess she was just interviewing Bates before the game. But yeah, good kick. 32 yards. He's come a long way. Obviously, those kicks in the UFL can make or break you. We saw a few guys get signed to practice squads, or go to NFL camps. Some of the really good guys in the UFL. And here's Stafford. He drops back deep. He is going deep for Kupp, and it's almost intercepted. The Lions would have been in great field position. And it's either Carlton Davis is very upset about that he didn't catch the football, or he is actually injured. One or the other. He might actually be hurt. I think he slipped, and he might have just landed a little hard on his face or his body, which I think was the case there. Yeah, I think he landed a little too hard. The Lions would have a great field position if he caught that, and now Davis is just kind of in a doggy style position. And the Lions will be forced to use their remaining timeout due to an injury. Davis on his feet. I assume he just had the wind knocked out of him. And he will get up on his own power, and he will. And now he's kind of taking it all in that he dropped that interception. So 2nd and 10 now for the Rams. As I mentioned, they do have all 3 timeouts, and they should be dead set on whatever plays they want to run for the next few. As yes, this game has been great. Pretty high scoring in the first half. It didn't look like it was going to be too high scoring, but I mean the drives have been long. They've been good. They've gotten all into pretty much almost every drive is. I'd say more than half the drives have gotten into the red zone. It's just not too many touchdowns. 11 seconds. Kyron Williams moves out of the backfield, so Stafford's alone back there. And he's trying to just get the Lions to jump off sides here, and he will not do so, but he is dropping back, and now he is going to be sacked by Hutchinson, and I assume that will just take us into overtime. Hutchinson finally gets a sack today, as he has been so close, and also good job by Stafford not trying to just throw it and make a stupid mistake and cost your team the game after, possibly letting the Lions get a field goal. And I have to use the bathroom as we go into overtime. So maybe we'll just. All right. So we have our first overtime game of the year. And obviously, overtime rules are the same. In the playoffs, they are different. Both teams get the football. But in the regular season, it is just if you score a touchdown, you win the game. Jared Goff will go out for the Lions as a captain. And Matthew Stafford. This is that's nice. 1 10-minute period. Each team will have the opportunity to possess the ball unless each team will have the opportunity. I thought it was just in the playoffs, but never mind. Unless the kickoff series or defensive scores a touchdown or safety. If teams are tied at each possession, next score wins the game. A game can end in tie. Each team gets 2 timeouts. All replay reviews are from New York. The Rams get the call or get the coin selection, whatever. Heads. Here it is. Tails. The Lions will receive. Dan Campbell very happy with winning the toss, and I have to use the bathroom really bad, so I will be right back. All right, how much battery is this computer? How much time does this computer have left? 27 minutes. All right, so should be able to survive. I don't know why this computer dies within just 3 hours. Because when I have the stream up, I have it charging. So I don't know. But nonetheless, really good game. I can't complain about it at all. So both teams get the ball. That'd actually be pretty cool to see the characters from Daredevil and Doomsday for Avengers. That'd actually be really cool. All right, so we're back now. Stafford's thrown 49 passes. Montgomery in the backfield. They'll fake to him, and they'll do an end around here to Khalif Raymond, who will be spun down, and will get a first down past the Lions 40. And a good start here to the Lions' first overtime of the 2024-2025 season. Here's to Montgomery. And Montgomery breaks free. Montgomery past the 50. Staying on his feet past the 40. Down at around the 37, 36-yard line. Here is Montgomery again. He breaks another tackle. Montgomery stays on his feet and gets 9 yards. Second and 1. Amon-Ra's motion. Goff to throw. He's going to dump this one to Gibbs in the backfield. Gibbs inside the 20 now. The Lions have a chance to score. Now actually at the 18-yard line. Gibbs in the backfield. Gibbs gets the handoff, and he gets around 4 possibly. Goff hands it off to Montgomery, who gets inside the 10. I think they're going to mark him a yard short of the first down. Both of these teams are on fire. The Lions came out guns a-blazing. Montgomery gets another carry, and he gets the first down. The Lions trying to push him forward. He gets to around the 2. The Lions. Goodness gracious, he looks like Adrian Peterson right now. He is on fire. And a timeout taken by the Rams, and they definitely need it. First and goal, 5:24 remaining. Remember, if the Lions score here, the Rams get the ball, which I forgot was a rule. They're at the 1. The Rams, if they don't score a touchdown on the next possession, saying the Lions get it here, then they will lose. And now they are going to have to get a touchdown as David Montgomery gets into the end zone. And the Lions have taken the lead here in overtime. Matthew Stafford trying to get his teammates ready to go out there and try to win this football game. Oh, it's over. I thought it said both teams get the possession. I knew it was only the first team that had it. It is all over. The Detroit Lions have won. They win this one in overtime, 26-20. I knew it. It said on the screen that both teams get the ball. I knew it. I knew it was just the playoffs. Maybe I was reading it wrong, but that thing tricked me. Idiots. Maybe I'm just the idiot. I don't know. Nonetheless, that's the game. The Lions win. And I lost a lot of bets on Stadium Live. Williams, Brown, Gibbs, Stafford. I lost so many bets. Oh, God. I only won like 2 out of like 8 or 6, I bet, whatever. Like, I think I bet like 9. I think I won like 2 or 3 maybe. Oh, boy. Terrible. I'll get better at betting. This is only my first year of football betting. Just, yeah, look at this. Oh, God. All right. Great game. I think the Lions should have won this one easily, but they had it in the first half, but a little tricky down the road, and that would it's probably going to knock them down in the Sully's top 5, but we'll see what the 49ers do yesterday, and I'll evaluate everything, and we'll get into that. But that'll do for the stream, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother in the Great Vlogs. Make sure you go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Cod Great. Make sure you guys go follow me at X Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast, and make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.